स्टूडेंट्स, जो आज का हमारा टॉपिक रहेगा वो रहेगा ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर, जो कि एक क्वालिटेटिव प्रॉपर्टी है। तो चलते हैं। सबसे पहले बिफोर गोइंग थ्रू दिस टॉपिक वी मस्ट नो अबाउट सम इंपॉर्टेंट टर्म्स like osmosis and semi-permeable membrane. So in this figure we have high amount of salt concentration and we have raw mangoes. So what will happen? The water from the raw mangoes comes outside and it forms pickles like this. And in this figure we have three containers. In first one we have resin in water, another one we have raw mangoes in salt solution, and third one we have flowers in a pot, in a container having water. So what will happen? There will be the movement of solvent molecules either from inside to out or outside to inside the object, either from in case of resins or in case of these raw mangoes and flowers. So the movement of solvent particle is only taking place with the help of a membrane through which these solvent molecules are passing, and this membrane is said to be the semi-permeable membrane. So the semi-permeable membrane is the membrane which only allows solvent particles, not solute, which allows solvent particles to pass through it. So that membrane is called as the semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane allows these water molecules to pass through it. Why? Because these water molecules are very small in size, so they can be passed through its pores. But the solute particle cannot pass through these pores because the size of the solute is higher than the water molecules. So the membrane which allows only solvent particles to pass through it is semi-permeable membrane. For example, we have egg membrane, pig bladder, parchment paper. These all are the natural semi-permeable membrane. We can consider them as a semi-permeable membrane. And a cellophane membrane is some kind of synthetic membrane, synthetic membrane which allows only solvent particles to pass through it. So as we know that there is a movement of solvent particles, not of the solute particle. So it is very important concept which is called as osmosis. It's a phenomena in which the solute is restricted while the solvent particles are passing through the pores of semi-permeable membrane from the low concentration solution to high concentration. It means there is movement of solvent particles from higher vapor pressure to lower vapor pressure, or from dilute solution to concentrated. This one is a dilute solution to concentrated solution. So in this figure we have low concentrated solution here and high concentrated solution. Both these solutions are separated by the semi-permeable membrane here. So what will happen? This low concentrated solution have high vapor pressure. So here the vapor pressure is high. So the solvent molecules pass through this semi-permeable membrane from low concentrated solution to high concentrated solution. This movement of solvent particle is called as osmosis, when the water molecules or the solvent molecules from low concentrated solution passes to the higher concentrated solution, or the movement of solvent particle from higher vapor pressure to lower vapor pressure side. This movement is said to be the osmosis, and osmosis do not require any force. It is because of the imbalance in the vapor pressure, and hence to balance the vapor pressure there is the movement of solvent particles from low concentration to high concentration, or from high vapor pressure to low vapor pressure. So this movement of solvent particles take place until equilibrium is set between these two, and that equilibrium is called as the osmotic equilibrium. It is very important to note, to restrict these movement of solvent particle, there must be a pressure applied opposite side called as the osmotic pressure. The pressure which is required to stop osmosis, simply the pressure which is required to stop osmosis, the pressure which is applied in the solution side so that there will be no movement of solvent particle. That pressure is called as the osmotic pressure. For example, in this figure we can consider, here we know that there is a solvent side and there is solution side. So solvent is a pure solvent, there is no solute particle, and solution is which having solute and as well as solvent particles. So we know that this is high concentration and it is low concentration. So what will happen? Osmosis takes place. How? We know that this is pure solvent and the molecules of solvent will move from solvent to solution side, from low concentration to high concentration side. To stop these molecules of water or solvent to move from solvent to solution, we must given a pressure called as the osmotic pressure toward solution side, so that the water molecule, so that the pressure increases, so that the solvent molecules that are coming from solvent to solution restricted. So to stop osmosis, we must given a osmotic pressure in solution side or in higher concentration side, so that there will be no movement of solvent particle, and that pressure is said to be the osmotic pressure, which restrict the movement of solvent from the low concentration to high concentration. So how this osmotic pressure is a colligative property? So here we know that this is solvent side and this is solution side. So the concentration is high in case of solution and low in case of solvent. So what will happen if we increase the amount of solute in solution side? What will happen? The solvent molecules will move toward the higher concentration forcefully. Why? Because we know that according to osmosis, the movement of solvent particle from low concentration to high, from left to right. If the concentration is so high, the water molecule from solvent to solution increases, and to stop these molecule, we must give addition pressure toward or in the side of high concentration, so that we can restrict these molecule to come from solvent to solution side. So this osmotic pressure directly depend on the concentration, and hence we can say that if any property depend upon the number of solute particle, it is colligative property. So mathematically we can say that this pi, which is osmotic pressure is represented by pi. So this pi is directly proportional to the concentration at a given temperature. So pi is equal to C into R into T, where C is the concentration, T is the temperature, and R is the gas constant. So concentration is here is taken is molarity, not molality. It is molarity. Why? Because of the temperature. Temperature is constant, is given. So molarity, we know that molarity is number of moles of solute divided by volume of solution. So we put this molarity in equation 1, we get N2 RT upon V, where N2 is the number of moles of solute, R is the gas constant, T is the temperature, and V is the volume in liter, volume of solution in liter. So if we find number of moles of solute, number of moles of solute can be found by this formula, which is weight of solute upon molar mass of solute. So we put this formula N2, which is moles of solute, in equation this pi equal to, then equation become pi is equal to W2 RT upon M2 into V, where W2 is the amount of solute, R is the gas constant, T is the temperature, M2 is the molar mass of solute, and V is the volume in liter, volume of solution in liter. So we if we rearrange it, we get molecular mass. We can find molecular mass. We can easily determine molecular mass of solute is equal to weight of solute into gas constant into temperature upon volume of solution into osmotic pressure. By this formula you can find molecular mass of solute also. Let us suppose we have two solutions having equal pressure, having equal osmotic pressure. either we can say that they have both these solutions have equal concentration also. So if these two solutions are separated by the semi-permeable membrane, there will be no flow of solvent. Why? Because in both the side there is equal pressure. So such solution are said to be the isotonic solution. The solution having equal concentration or having equal osmotic pressure are said to be the isotonic solutions. There will be no movement of particles. Why? Because equal pressure is maintaining in both the side. So if semi-permeable membrane is set up in between these two, and there will be no movement of solvent particle, and the solutions are said to be the isotonic solutions. So experimentally it is proved that there is 0.9% of NaCl solution having equal pressure, equal osmotic pressure with the red blood cell, inside a red blood cell. So outside the cell and inside a cell there is equal pressure. There will be no movement of solvent particles. If Na solution with concentration more than 0.9%, then what will happen? The pressure outside a cell is higher. The pressure inside a red blood cell is lower. So we know that according to osmosis, the solvent molecules will move from low concentration to high concentration. So here we know that inside a cell there is low concentration, and outside a cell there is high concentration. So there will movement of solvent particle from inside to outside here, and such solution are said to be the hypertonic solution. So the solution with higher concentration, then there will be the movement of solvent particle from inside to outside. So that in case of hypertonic solution, if NaCl solution with concentration more than 0.9% outside a cell, then what will happen? The red blood cell loses water molecules, or the water molecules or the solvent molecules move inside to outside, and what will happen? The red blood cell shrinks. The size of the red blood cell shrinks, and such solutions are called as the hypertonic solutions. In case NaCl solution with concentration less than 0.9%, it means inside a red blood cell there is higher concentration, and outside a cell there is less concentration. So such solutions are said to be the hypotonic solution. Inside a red blood cell there is high concentration, and outside a cell there is less concentration. And what will happen according to the osmosis? The movement of solvent particles is from low concentration to higher concentration. So what will happen? The solvent molecules move from outside to inside. Why? Because inside there is high concentration, and outside there is less concentration, and osmosis says that the movement of solvent particle is from low concentration to high concentration. This leads to the swelling of red blood cell, and bursting of blood cell could be take place. It will happen when the NaCl solution with concentration less than 0.9%, and such solutions are said to be the hypotonic solution, in which the solution with lower solute concentration and the movement of solvent particle is toward inside a cell. If we are having high salt diet, what will happen? The concentration inside a cell increases, outside there is less concentration. The solvent move from outside to inside, and this leads to the disease called as edema. It is due to the osmosis. Here it is very interesting to note, we know that there is the movement of solvent particle from low concentration to high. It is called as the osmosis. But when we are applying a pressure to restrict this movement is called as the osmotic pressure. The pressure at which there will be no movement of solvent particle is called as the osmotic pressure. But what will happen if we increase the pressure in solution side? What will happen if we increase the pressure inside the solution side? if we increase the pressure in solution side, the water molecules or the solvent molecules move from higher concentration to low concentration, and this is called as the reverse osmosis. It is taking place just opposite to the osmosis. This is called as reverse osmosis. So reverse osmosis is the movement of solvent particles from higher concentration to lower concentration. It is just of opposite of osmosis. So there are several application of ROs in our home. There are ROs. It works on the principle of reverse osmosis. How? There are impure water or the water with impurities or the solutes which from which the movement of solvent particles takes place to the solvent side, and this RO or this reverse osmosis help us in desalination of seawater, and which help to give us the pure water which can be used for the drinking purpose. Thank you so much. For queries you can drop a message here. Subscribe my channel and thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you.